bullshit, but I don't even fucking care anymore.
Who cares? We're making it work.
We are gonna make it work. Okay.
Don't delete that.
Let me gather myself. And we're black. Well, one of us is black. I'm black. She's white. And I'm doing the bullshit where I'm looking at the monitor and not the fucking camera.
No, look at the camera. Don't worry, you're gorgeous. Bold of you to start moving things around when it's working.
Yes. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Wow. Once again, y'all, it's barely episode 5, but we're still getting this shit down.
I know.
Okay, hi. Welcome to Coming Out Creatives. My name's Jayvon.
I'm Jordan.
Fantastic. It's episode 5. I kind of wanted to just, we've been doing some things.
We've been doing things,
whether it's the podcast or our own personal shit. So I kind of just want to do like a little recap. Episode 5, the girlies got first 4 episodes. How are we feeling about everything so far? I know it's like early, but like,
yeah,
still, it's like a good check-in.
Yeah, I do wish the technology was way easier.
Yeah, she's hard.
I didn't realize like I'm not that good with technology.
Yeah, girl, it's a one-man technical support here. It is
everything out. I'm gonna start doing some of the editing because
it just helps with yourself too.
Yeah. And editing is like literally one of the things that when I was briefly in film school was something that I just could not like.
Skill.
It is a skill, and like also the attention to detail.
Nasty.
Nasty. So, yeah, I just wish the technology stuff was a little easier.
Yeah. Responses you've gotten, feedback, thinking.
I have to say it's really exciting because I'm really grateful for the people in our life because they have been super supportive and have been giving us our first 50 views. Love. One of my girlfriends, probably my best friend from college, was like, listen, I listen to podcasts all the time on runs. Yours was really easy to listen to. I listened to the whole thing. I can't wait for more.
No, literally, that put me in tears to text her immediately.
I know. It was really sweet. And it just meant a lot to me because she's a very intelligent woman as well and really kind of a force to be reckoned with. So that just means, and she's also like not necessarily, she's creative, like she used to be super creative in college, but she's just a little bit more like business oriented.
Yeah.
So it meant a lot to have any kind of positive feedback from her.
Yeah.
And everyone for the most part has sent me like positive things that they've said, and they're excited for, obviously they're like, not in a bad way. You can tell it's your first kind of go at it.
Yeah, the first few are a little rough. Like even this one, I think is going to be so much better because we got the camera thing figured out. The quality, we thought we were doing something. It really wasn't. But
Jayvon has like a Fuji film camera, which is like better for when we do more like creative style.
Yeah.
But in streaming world, it's
does need that crystal clear, that no fuzz. Yeah, no, it's been interesting. No, I mean, I've second the technical issues because God, that really is so stressful. But honestly, I'm really having fun. I mean, like your responses too, like I've been getting good ones as well. Like, obviously I had the podcast with my other besties from college. Which was just a little different because it's obviously 5 voices and it's 2.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's fun. It's challenging. It also has driven me to listen to other podcasts to kind of just like help us shape like what we need to like fix or just like make it flow a little bit better.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually turned me into a podcast girly because honestly, I was not. Yeah. Late even brought it up. She's like, "You want people to sit for 45 minutes and listen?" Girl, I don't know because it wasn't me before.
Yeah.
Did not used to be like that.
It's super easy for me to like have something playing in the background.
Yeah, I got to focus.
I mean, some things are worth sitting and truly listening to, which I hope we will be if we're not already.
Right.
But like the other day, I was like watercoloring and listening to Miss Amy Poehler's podcast with our girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I have been meaning to watch that one. That one's in my save later.
So funny. Like,
I've seen the clip.
it's funny. It's like, also it's kind of cute because I think I've said something. It's like Amy Poehler is like clearly kind of enamored in a way with like Renee's gender expression sort of. And
I see that.
Yeah, and it's funny because Amy's like, I've always kind of had hard time.
Hard English.
English hard. English hard. I've always had a hard time dressing, and it's funny because she's literally wearing like a big black nothing hoodie, and Renee looks super hot and kind of mask and just
very much. I love it.
But just too like Renee's being very like
that's what I love. The no media training. That's what makes her Renee. It's so good. Even if she has had like I know the girls had media training, but like she's like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what the hell I want.
She's like the walking. Like that's her.
Literally.
Wait, I do want to say one thing about what are one of our negative feedbacks, or is that silly?
Oh, are you talking about what Zane texted me? Zane, this is specifically for you because I know you'll be listening. Look, girl, we didn't say we were back checkers, okay? I think we even said that.
Well, also, like, I think I just was not. I have noticed definitely that my ADHD, where my brain does that thing where it's thinking way faster than my mouth. That's something that I'll be getting better at.
Well,
hopefully throughout the course of time. I never will. But in no way do I think that Joan Didion is famous as Netflix. I just want to like put that out there. Like, I will stand by that any call out or name drop in any large media platform will entice sales. But I don't.
You gave the good example about the Lizzo.
Yeah, but the Lizzo thing, I'll stand by that was her. I mean, she was making music before that, of course.
Right.
But I stand by that was her jumping off point.
Yeah.
But also, like, I guess Picasso was rich. Like, sorry, like I mix up him and Van Gogh. Like, I know
it doesn't help. Zane has his bachelor's in art history. So that's why I think when I shared it with you, I was like, girl, it's okay. He has his bachelor. He know what he talking about, but that's because he learned.
But we will be better in general about we don't want to be
we don't want to be
of misinformation.
Media.
Yeah, we don't want to be fake news. Yeah.
It's just hard. Sometimes we just say things. Can a girl live? It's so hot.
No, I know. I actually just felt sweat drizzle.
Your crack. I kind of felt it going through on my back.
Anyway, so for me, it's been going well.
Yeah, what the fuck you've been up to? Because this bitch left me, first of all. So we dropped the episode, right? She was already basically out of the country when we started this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So where have you been? Tell the people.
So,
they want to know.
I went on my first Eat, Pray, Love solo vacation. I got laid off, but it's funny. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, actually. I'm going to circle back. Okay. But I did have my first solo trip. I went backpacking across Florence, actually. So it wasn't really backpacking. And also backpacking.
That was a suitcase.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about that. But I went to Florence and then I went to London just for like a little hippity hop and then went to Amsterdam for 2 weeks. So
hot.
Florence, super sexy, amazing food. So many American study abroad kids. Like,
that makes sense. It's also summertime, so
yeah. But they run that town. So no, like, girl, I could not get away from them, genuinely.
Oh, that's
and nice. I think that I don't know if the locals have some sort of like handshake agreement that they're not gonna tell tourists where they go out. But like my TikTok feed would be like an American girl being like,
"This is where I went,"
and then it immediately would be like a de-influencing Italian-based person or native.
So crazy when you go to a new place and you're TikTok changes, and you're like,
yeah. It was it like was mostly ads. It felt like the whole time I was there. But I just like so I felt like I couldn't trust the TikTok like to some degree. And so I was asking, like I'd go into cute stores, like boutiques, and like kind of try to flirt and talk to them. And every single time they would suggest a place, I'd go there and there's literally the entire University of Florida 2029 graduating class. So it was just like a lot. Like it was
like, am I in Tampa?
yeah, no, literally. No, quite literally. So yeah, I mostly spent the time like going to museums and kind of stuff like that, which
we love.
Yeah.
Coming out creatives.
Yeah. Going to museums alone is so much better too, because you're not like lingering at something, you're pretending
You're not like waiting for someone.
Yeah.
Me when Thomas and I, spoiler, we're in London. And I was like, girl, you still in that room?
I know, like, damn.
I had to sit down.
Yeah, I know.
And then you went to London for the day?
I went to London for the day, which was really kind of because I was throwing a tantrum in Florence.
Fine. It's fine. Let a girl live.
Girl, it was so hot. My Airbnb's AC wasn't working. No one in their fucking town does real AC. And I was sunburnt. So I genuinely,
Miserable.
even if I had stayed that day, I had already done all of the museums. So literally, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do inside for like all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up going to London because I was originally just going to take a train to Amsterdam, and that would have been really quick and easy. Yes. And mostly ended up just like pub hopping in London. And then I saw The Devil Wears Prada musical.
Okay, she has a crazy take because Vanessa Williams played Meryl Streep's character. Why can't I think of her name?
Miranda Priestley.
Miranda Priestley, yeah.
That was literally probably the worst musical I've ever seen. It genuinely was. I mean, Elton John did the music, so there was like, of course, I liked a few of the songs. But they got the entire cast wardrobe from the Macy's prom showroom or from Zara's fake Chanel collection. So yeah, and the Emily, the understudy, I think I'm pretty sure she was the understudy who was playing the Emily Blunt character at the time. Emily was so much better and just had such more. Yeah, more like. Plus, she was just like a tall, curvy, red hair woman. So immediately, like,
she was demanding.
I mean, my eyeballs, respectfully, we're just all over that, and but the comedic timing was off for me for Miranda's character, for the Miranda actor.
Yeah,
to the point where it was almost like, yeah, I think it was bad personally.
Thomas and I were gonna go see that show, but we decided not to after obviously your review. But then it was like, I think it was like $60 or $50.
It was cheap, yeah.
It was still like,
yeah. I don't regret it, but Andy character too, like I've just seen. I mean, we're just kind of spoiled maybe in New York, and even though I know the West End is like known for theater as well, but but I've just seen so many knockouts that like,
especially this past year with the Tonys. My God, shout out Death Becomes Her, shout out Oh Mary, which I know you still haven't seen.
I know. I can't wait to see what Titus though.
If Cole, you want to send us, if you're listening, we'll tag you. If you want to send us to see Titus or Jinx, we will gladly go.
Oh, I would see Jinx too.
And
I really want to see Titus.
I was like, I saw it with Thomas in the balcony, and honestly, best fucking show. I'll take it. Sit me in the back row and I'll be happy. I'm just in the spot.
Yeah. Make me one of those ushers.
Yeah. Honestly, I will tell someone to get off their phone. Phone away, please. Do you want to talk about Amsterdam, or that's more of your own thing?
London first, since you were kind of there.
Yeah, okay.
A million hours.
I'll take London. So this is Thomas and I's like second time to London. The first time we went, we were so fucking jet lagged, didn't even do anything.
Really?
No, literally. It was like we went New Year's and we went to Dublin before.
Oh.
And literally when we got to London, it was like, it was one of those trips where it was like 2 days in each city.
Yeah.
And so like it really did us dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it this time. We I'll get to that. I started having flashbacks. Uh it was a really it was a really fun time. Not that fun time. Not talking about that one.
What? Oh, flashing it back.
um no, no, yeah. So I mean, this time it was just nice because there was no itinerary.
Yeah.
We were literally just like go with the flow.
That's the best when you don't have to do the tourist bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, let's go see Big Ben.
Which granted we still did because we met one of Thomas's friends cousins that's now our friend Sam, shout out Sam. She was there too at the same time. So she went to the Charlie concert with us. And that's essentially why we went to London was for the Charlie concert, which I will also get to shortly. But yeah, it was just nice. We kind of just like strolled, saw all the museums that we could, just literally chilled like if we like lived there. Like didn't really walked in. Just walked around. It was just kind of just taking it in. Then we went to the Charlie concert, which was I really enjoyed because we saw the Dare and Magdalena Bay, which Thomas wanted to see. And that was really nice. But then essentially I love Charlie, and this was like our 4th time seeing Charlie. The crowd in London was not giving. I don't know what the fuck y'all had going on that day, but
did you see Brat too? Like,
yeah. So I did. I'm an angel, okay? I saw Brat and the Sweat Tour.
Ooh. Wait.
Yeah, the Brat Arena Tour and the Sweat Tour.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And where else did I see her? I thought I saw. Oh, and then we did the Storm King thing. I was really in this Brat era. I really did see her a lot.
We saw Charlie, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we saw Charlie.
We saw her at the Storm King thing when she released the remix.
Right.
Iconic.
Truly iconic. That's some shit I would love to do with someone.
Yeah.
That's art.
Yeah.
That's creative.
Yeah, that was interesting. And yeah,
just the concept of like using a wall in general with that simple color palette and that font. Wow.
Remixing the marketing for the whole remix was just genuinely really.
Yeah, that's needs to be studied.
Yeah, literally
in marketing classes. Yeah. Yeah. So then we did that, and then God, what was it? I think that was it. I think that's really all we did is really the Charlie concert, and then just kind of like vibe out. We were, like I said, we were gonna go to a show, but just decided not to. And then getting back was a whole fucking bitch. Literally could whole bitch. Like
a straight white man just got.
And I can't help it. It's a disease.
It's a sickness.
It's literally a sickness.
We're looking for a remedy, but they just cut the funding.
Future us, clip that because that is good.
It's so weird. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll openly just laugh at my own jokes, and then sometimes I'm sort of like, I play it like low key. I'm like, oh, do you like that one?
Oh my God. Okay, but yeah, the flight, it was just horrible. It was like we had 5 flights essentially. It got canceled. We couldn't get through security. Then when finally we got through security, they canceled it. Then they were like, LOL, we're going to book you on a United flight instead. You got to go take it to another terminal. Girl. Yeah. But at least we still got home because honestly, I kept telling Thomas, I was like, look, as long as they just get us to the United States. And then I was worried because, we don't like what's his fucking face. And I said, what if they flag my ass? They didn't. They said, Jayvon, you're good to go. Walk through. I said, oh, thank God. Not that I wanted to come back to America.
No.
But.
No. That was the hardest part.
Yeah, that was honestly the hardest part.
Of the whole trip.
But I just I understand it used to be cooler over there in Europe. But baby, we need to put aircon in everything now.
Yeah.
Because it's the global warming, climate change. There's no reason why it's not an AC everywhere.
Isn't it also kind of a lack of energy problem?
Oh, over there?
Well, in general.
Oh, well.
So
it's because everybody's using AI, Thomas.
Well, in the time we were gone, they released that study that it's literally causing mental atrophy amongst people who are using ChatGPT.
Well, because you really aren't using your mind. That's literally how, your brain grows by making new connections.
I'm not a neurologist,
Same.
Zane. So, but I do know that that people who don't get hearing aids, they develop dementia at either quicker rates or earlier.
Mhm.
And it's literally because you're not processing information. And I would assume the same would be said for people who are not processing information.
100%. I feel like that's just
verbal.
That's simple to understand. Like
Yeah.
that's a given.
Yeah. That's
not a I need to look up a paper, you know?
that's just gotta be real, right? Like, well, there is a study that I looked at, so.
Once again, we take critiques. So just we're pulling.
I don't
Zane understand. The other people, y'all, you get it.
Yeah. I think, well, so it's funny because I was there for a course, and the course was essentially trying to compare sexual health education from the Netherlands to the US, because the US is medically inaccurate,
Right.
and also seeped with Christian ideology. And the Netherlands use a lot more of a pragmatic approach.
I love.
Yeah. And they have, like, try to think of things off the top of my head, like US pregnancies, like some 48% are unintended, and only 26% of pregnancies in the Netherlands are unattended. These are quotes I know. And damn, we really are sounding mad defensive, sorry. And let's see. Teen pregnancy rates are lower, STI rates are lower. STI rates are even lower amongst the sex workers there, just FYI.
Obviously, because you gotta get tested.
Yeah. But in general. And they use protection more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like lower rates in general of STIs. Like they just have better sexual health outcomes. Abortion is protected over there. I believe contraception is covered by their health insurance until they're like 21, and then it's still relatively cheap. But still, like from a teenage to 21, it's I mean,
I feel like that was when I was most active, 18 to 21.
Yeah. And they sexually debut.
Oh, I saw your TikTok about this. This is cute.
At a later rate. This is something. So aside from coming out creatives, I have a stream called Sexual Relations, and it's kind of just getting off the ground. But one of the 2 essays I'm currently working on is kind of the holy grail of virginity and why we need to burn it to the ground. And in sexual health research, we use sexual debut instead of virginity.
So hot. I love that.
And
it's so cunty.
It's so much better. Like, imagine if I was like going when I lost but it would have been a lot more glamorous on that futon if it was my debut instead of my losing of my flower. You know what I mean? It was a futon. You know who you are. You're probably watching. It was a futon. Where was your debut?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if mine was the one that was behind the donut shop or if it was the one that random apartment I just went to. Yeah. Both not great.
Also, debut is like more encompassing because obviously for people who are lesbians or homosexuals or whatever, or bisexuals, their debut is often oral sex, you know what I mean? Or a different type of sex.
Does that... I know as we were she just gave the spiel about debut, but I'm like, go back. Because Texas education, looping it back, referencing ourselves. Would you call oral sex still losing your virginity?
Yeah, so that's the thing, is so many people are ostracized. Sorry.
Ostracized.
Got you. Sorry, I got my lisp.
Got your tongue?
Because losing virginity is a predominantly heterosexual, heteronormative kind of idea. And yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, obviously there's other things you can do as a lesbian or homosexual, but oftentimes that is a kind of like, it's not the first course in a lot of situations. It is the main course, or can be the main course. And in heterosexual relations, it should be more of a course. And so, yeah, I think that that could definitely be considered someone's sexual debut. Is their first time doing that.
Period.
Sorry to get off topic a little bit, but that was like primarily what they're in Amsterdam to do. So
look, I love everything that you're doing. The first video that you put on YouTube, fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Even though Supreme Court fucked us over today, but
yeah, the Supreme Court didn't watch my video.
they sure did.
Why obscenity bills are inherently suppressive and do more harm than good. But
yeah, so ACB, you got homework to do next time you vote.
Yeah. Subscribe. You need
about
it.
The other ones. I just know about her.
Fucking hate it.
Should we do some rapid hot takes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right. Rapid hot takes.
Should we just do like where you say something and
you comment it?
Oh, I comment? Okay.
So do you have something right now? Because I don't.
Okay. You're just racist about Zohran Mamdani.
Oh, fair. Yeah. No, literally. I don't really understand whether you're not liberal, socialist, whatever you support. What's the problem? What bad could occur that's not already bad?
Yeah.
Just say you hate brown people.
Yeah. Just say you hate Muslims. Yeah. Like genuinely.
Yeah.
It's like actually kind of alarming, like the comments I've received on some of my videos. And I just say that. Like it's obvious. And also everyone else is working so hard to get rid of someone or stop someone from winning. You think they're the bad guy? Yeah, no,
babes. It's telling you the others are the bad guy.
Also, like I think that it's funny because it just makes me think of Harris's campaign and how they really thought they were doing something when they got an endorsement from Liz Cheney.
Yeah.
And I'm like, them trying to meet people in the middle clearly didn't fucking work and isn't fucking working. And trying to placate and, accept the fucking nasty or corrupt bullshit. Like Mamdani is what we want. This system is failing so many of us that we do need absolutely drastic change. So that is the kind of progressiveness that people want. I honestly think too, if Bernie wasn't like as old as he was, if he was like having a come around now,
he would really do well, I think.
Yeah. And probably, obviously.
Especially because of all the bullshit that we've been dealing with since January.
Yeah. And so.
That's what also is helping Zohran a lot, is that a lot of the other people who are always maybe like, well, no, I don't want to go that way. They were like, well, what else do I have to fucking lose?
Yeah.
So it's like, that once again, I'm like, how much worse can it be?
Well, and also, Trump's campaign ran on cheaper groceries and no tax on tips and things like that were supposed to make things cheaper. But obviously he was, he wasn't lying, because I think he pretty much outwardly said multiple times, and the whole right-wing people said it was really Project 2025, but nobody wanted to fucking listen.
Right.
But of course those things aren't happening. Like, I'm like, his focus is on making himself and his family and his good friends as rich as possible. So I just it's just funny that Mamdani is running on such a similar kind of campaign where it's like, we're trying to make things affordable for people in the city.
Yeah.
And people are like,
should it be $3,000-$4,000 for a 1-bedroom studio apartment?
And if you aren't going to make abortion a God-given right, you need to make childcare free.
Literally.
Like, it's one or the other. Like, yeah. Anyway.
That's a good hot topic. Rawr. The Bear came out. Season 4. We were watching it last night while we were planning for these episodes. Wow, I had a little bit of a mini orgasm during episode 1, because God, the one thing those bitches get right, that storytelling, that editing, the way they frame things, nasty work.
Is visually.
It just so stimulating.
Yeah.
I feel it in my bones.
I was about to say visually arousing, actually.
Yeah. It was just so good. Though, granted, I posted that TikTok, and I don't know if you saw, everybody was like, it's just yelling in this season. And I was like, it is kind of just yelling.
That's what a restaurant is, vibe.
But then I was like, but aren't the other 3 seasons, that is like the whole dynamic. It's like a family dynamic of like, you're bickering, but there's so much love underneath. Like,
well, I also saw a kind of Substack. I'm pretty sure it was a Substack essay. Might have been an article, but it was kind of talking about how the show is really about how those kind of people are kind of like the survivors of addicts and stuff. And they have lived in chaos for so long that, of course,
calmness is
not comfortable for them.
Comfortable.
And just in general, if you've worked in a restaurant for a long time, again, I mean, Me Too didn't make it to the restaurants. I mean, there isn't often budgets for HR and things and like harass. I mean, there's necessities in certain states, but harassment training and kumbaya circles and blah blah blah. Like, it is fucking chaos. Even in places I've worked where the kitchen is in front of the guest, it's chaos and yelling.
Yeah, that's what, every time I watch the show, I'm like, it blows my mind, because like then I think about certain restaurants like I go to that are maybe not as popular, and I'm like, how are these places still running? Because like even just seeing
mostly takeout orders, I would assume.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that really keeps people afloat. Because then I'm thinking, bitch, if I'm struggling to pay groceries, I know these people are also struggling to get the supplies and ingredients to make. Truly blows my mind, honestly. Really gives me more respect for the restaurant industry and on the back of the house, essentially.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing too, is there's so much more tension in restaurants because partially because the margins are so paper thin. Every mistake does inherently cost. So like
every second counts.
Every second counts, yeah. And genuinely, as someone, it's funny because when I watch The Bear, I'm like kind of in my head creating like the waitress version of it. Like,
ooh,
I'm thinking so much.
Would love to see.
I know. I've tried to write that script before too. And then it literally, I think because of the former anxiety, it like literally kind of, and sometimes I think I was like too close to it. But now that I've been a few years, maybe.
Yeah.
But,
revisit that.
Revisiting.
And they do a good job with the editing of showing and putting and like really, because there's some people who aren't like us, right?
Yeah.
That just watch TV.
Yeah.
They don't really get immersed. That's what pulled me into the immersion, because every single time I watch something, especially it moves me, bitch, I'm there. I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm washing those dishes. I just caught that plate. Like, I feel that.
I think with The Bear too, I don't really feel like the overarching story is that like mine. I feel like it almost seems like they're not really even sure which way they're going with it.
Yes.
But the characters are so rich and the visual storytelling is so rich.
So good.
So for me, it's just like, it's so different than other things on TV. Like, there's like especially kind of the way they've been doing the last 2 seasons where they're doing like really long monologues and really it creates such a tension that
was good. That's an Emmy right there.
Yeah, that is an Emmy for sure. I mean, that's a nomination bare minimum.
Yeah.
The more it goes on, like the better it gets, like the better the dialogue and everything gets. So yeah, it's just fascinating to watch.
No, they are really all great fucking actors. What they're doing it's good.
My favorite character is Richie.
I know.
I love it.
As Thomas made fun of me last night because I was like, it's clobbering time. I can't help it. He's about to be the thing. I'm sorry. My man got his check. Because I know that's going to be a nasty check.
And I'm sorry. Lena Dunham makes another superstar.
Okay, I am on episode 7 of season 1 of Girls. The girls are getting me together. I'm so sorry. Shoot me in the neck. I don't know what you want me to fucking do. I'm sorry. It was... Okay, this is how I feel, because this is how I felt about Sex and the City too. And then we'll move on to a new segment of the show. But I just did not want to watch white girls on my screen. Older white women. That's how I felt about like Sex and the City. It's just like, girl, what's happening?
Fair.
I couldn't relate.
Can't relate. Yeah.
I couldn't relate. And I think that was a biggest struggle for me because even still watching the show, like it is good. That is like one of the best, like, what do you call it? Sitcoms? Or I don't even know what to call it. I just like couldn't.
And in both of those shows, the diversity is lacking completely, of course.
But then, yeah. So I don't know. I'm getting there. Give me a second. By the end of the year, I'll hopefully be done, but I don't know. But everybody from that fucking show is a star. Yeah. All of them.
I mean, she literally made Adam Driver. Like,
yeah,
sorry, but she did.
That's like, crazy. Literally, when I'm watching, I'm like, oh.
No, literally everyone was in it. You'll watch all seasons and like the guest stars, you're just like, oh.
Crazy.
No, everybody wanted to be on Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy work. I mean, that's how it's Sex and the City too. I'm like, oh, they were in this too? Yeah. And that was way back in then. So there's like older stars. But
yeah.
Yeah. So okay, like I said earlier in the pod, I've been doing a lot more research and I wanted to just give a little segment so the girlies just like understand. You know, they're here with us and we just kind of like get to not deep dive, but just like get to talk about what we're fucking with right now. Or who we're fucking with.
You start.
So it's basically like a creative shout out since this is coming out creatives. Mine right now is, I was going to say Lorde, but I think actually I want to say Terrence O'Connor, which is Benny Skinner's or Benita Skinner's / Benny Drama's boyfriend, which also did the whole Brat rollout with Charlie.
He's like a marketing guy? Or?
Well, he did like the photography and like kind of helps like, is like, I guess like a creative director in a sense and concept.
Amazing.
So Terrence O'Connor, shout out to Terry.
What about his work, I guess?
I just think he really has his pulse. Or he has his, what is it? Pulse on the finger?
Finger on the pulse.
Finger on the pulse. Because he really knows how to build a world, especially for different artists, because he's helped Haim. I'm pretty sure he's helped Lorde with Virgin for this rollout. And then obviously Brat, which fucking huge. But even before Brat, he helped Charlie with Crash. Which is her album right before.
I like Crash.
So I just, that's just nasty work to be with those three girlies or three people, whatever. And just everything that they've done together for all those three different projects, them even just feeling different. Like if you looked at them collectively, I think that's good because that's where I would also like to be with like my creative direction is like really having a good vision and being able to execute that.
Builder.
Yeah, being a world builder. And that's something I've really been trying to like challenge myself.
Yeah.
Going forward. So that's kind of like a creative I'm really fucking with right now.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I can see how inspired Lorde has been since her relationship with Charlie has gotten stronger and can just kind of sense the stage presence even. But I wonder how much of that is in relation to, what is his name again?
Terry.
Because Terry, can I call you Terry? Because just like maybe in the ideas and the concepts that they've had for like the smaller shows, like I know Lorde did a few in New York.
Yeah, the Washington Square Park thing.
Yeah,
no, that's great.
The one that they did in like that bathroom, in the basement or whatever. Did you see videos over there?
Is it the one in Europe?
Oh, was that in Europe?
I don't know.
I kept seeing videos where, because I'm on her text chain and I signed up for things or whatever, but there was like something she did literally in like a basement bathroom where she like did sort of like what Charlie did at Storm King. And yeah, she like played a bunch of stuff, played a few songs from the album.
I just love an artist, regardless if it's music or whatever, that really just gives you that experience. Because I think that we've talked about this before, but it's just, that is what art is to do, is to move you, put you somewhere else that you might not be in right now. And it's really cool when people are able to do that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'll have to give him more of a
I could be wrong that he didn't work on the Lorde stuff, but I'm pretty sure he did because obviously they're with each other.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They probably met and stuff on tours.
Talking about Lorde, Virgin did come out today, and we did listen to today. It is really good, and I'm so happy she got out of the Jack Antonoff hole that Sabrina Carpenter is stuck in.
Sabrina Carpenter's in.
But
Did you have a favorite song? Did you?
I just don't know the titles. Let me see real quick.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick little look down.
My favorite two are actually Hammer and Clear Blue. Hammer, I love. I love the music video. Clear, I love the lyrics. It's so like she's giving us something new.
I did like Clear Blue.
Yeah, Clear Blue, I love. And yeah,
I think the last song, David, I actually like too.
I like David. Yeah. I honestly, there was like one song I was sort of like, whatever. I actually didn't like Shapeshifter as much as I thought I would.
I can't hear it in my head right now.
But I need to like fully sit and listen.
It's one of those.
Yeah. She's one of those that I like would meditate the first time I listen to the album kind of vibe. But she's actually not the creative I want to shout out right now.
Who do you want to shout out?
So I've been really trying to get more into painting. I really love painting. I'm not a trained painter, and I also don't, again, I can't, I mean, even sitting down for like any long periods of time is difficult. So when I paint, I paint and I come back to it for several weeks kind of thing. But I've been trying to get or just find more painters, find more kind of styles and things that I'm into just to sort of see, I don't know, I'm trying to find central vibes, I guess, or central styles.
And that will help you shape what you want to do.
Yeah, because I definitely, when I paint, I kind of have a series I'm working on right now, and to me, the concept is the same throughout, but they all look so different and they're so not cohesive visually. But the kind of themes and stuff that I'm working around do kind of come up, but visually they look very different besides just sort of my general painting style. So I've just been looking up more painting type artists. Yeah. And I've been following this person for a while. I think it's O.D. Laval, but she's French, I think. So I might have got it wrong. But she's a painter. I don't know if there's any good way to show it here.
We'll try to show on screen.
Yeah, we'll do it on screen if we can.
Oh, okay.
But her imagery is
I could see it. Huh?
It's like old French wealth with a bit of sexiness.
Yeah.
And has this cartoonish but in motion effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has a bit of bloodiness and violence that I just really love. So I'm really been inspired by them a lot.
No, I could definitely see some inspiration there, especially with your shading too.
Yeah.
That's one thing at least myself that I've noticed is the way you blend your colors.
Yeah. I'm not formally trained in any of the paintings. No, but I know. Huh?
I said, who really needs to be at the end of the day?
Well, if fucking Adrian Brody's gonna sell those ugly as fuck derivative Marilyn Monroe spray paint paintings for $250,000, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want as well.
I don't think I want to know more.
You don't want to know more. Disgusting. Hideous.
Disgusting.
Talent. Art is not about talent. It is about audacity, always. So
yeah.
But I'm taking the painting seriously because I love it a lot. Yeah. So I just have been looking up more of that style lately, and I'm just inspired by their work.
I love that both of the creatives that we picked are people that were trying to not emulate. Did you say emulate too?
Yeah, I think emulate's a good word.
Okay, cute.
Yeah. We're not trying to copy. We're trying to.
Yeah. Also just add to what we already, but how can we express what we got up here and how are they doing it? I feel that's kind of where we're at. No, this journey is really the only thing that's keeping me sane right now. Yeah. I'm so grateful that we are doing this. Wait, she told me that we lost the spark because we haven't
Because we what? Because we haven't
kissed in so long.
We haven't. So we used to make out. There was actually a recording on my flip phone. It was the first time I ever recorded myself doing something with someone, and we were literally in the back of Kroger. I remember. And when we were out, we're
anytime I think about just nonsense, I just go back to our Memorial Day party at that house, at our friend's house, and we got in trouble for taking shots off of each other. Every time I tell people and they're like, oh my God, you did that in high school. I'm like, did that in 8th grade. Yeah, truly crazy times.
Yeah.
No, this
Bisexual.
I love this journey so far. Episode 5 doing well. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what is in store for us because I
know.
already know that there is shit in store for us. And it's gonna be so cool to go back and look at this and be like, wow, look at where we came from. And also to tell the haters, okay, bitches, still worked.
Yeah.
Bitches were listening.
Like,
Go ahead.
no. Mine's not as, I don't think as good.
I have nothing.
Oh.
I mean, I do, but
I was like, I thought I for sure got you off.
no, I was just going to say, I was like, we really only posted about the last episode, episode 4, like one time each. And I like looking about at like my analytics of like who viewed it.
Yeah.
I was very surprised that like, I think it's up to like 100 views. And I said, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Imagine if we were sitting in this room with 100 people listening.
That's crazy.
Like, that's what you kind of have to, that's what we really have been trying to teach ourselves or tell ourselves too, is like 60 people were listening to us. Okay, professor.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm teaching a class.
Yeah.
I love that outlook. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm excited.
Me too.
Can't wait. Yeah. So like we said,
let's wrap it up for this one.
Yeah. I mean, that's me wrapping it up. I can't wait to see. No, I wasn't making it clear.
Sorry.
No, but seriously, no, I can't wait to see where we go from here. And
Excited.
don't forget to still vote for Zohran in November when it comes to the actual election because the other dummies are still running independently. So, and
I just remember only a few years ago, under 5 years ago, the same people were condemning him for sexual assault, Cuomo.
Right.
And they're now endorsing him. And if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about their character and behavior, then I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, this is Coming Out Creatives. For short. I'm Jayvon.
I'm Jordan.
And you can find us at Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon. What else are we fucking on? I think that's it for now. And then you can find me individually, Jayvon Sean. It'll be at the end. You can find Jordan.
I'm moving my other endeavors into sexual relations on Substack, TikTok, and
it'll be linked.
Yeah.
It'll be linked. Thanks. Thanks. Love y'all. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
That's good. I like how.
Are you okay?